actually the name for a medieval zoo.
So it was just supposed to be some name that meant a menagerie of animals, because it was supposed to be animal themed. We really just wanted to do another group art show because we were so happy with our original show, which was a monster art show, a big success. And the quality of work we're able to get when we just call out to the community is just so exceptional, and it just comes together in such a great way.
The show was kind of surprising for me because they said it was going to be an animal show. It's a bestiary, and that's kind of what I paint all the time, are animals and creatures, and I draw them all the time. And some of them are made up and some of them are imaginary. Like this guy right here is my green Inca that I made up like a year ago, because I had this whole series that were these imaginary insects, and this guy ended up being one of my favorites, and I called him the Green Inca. And then I have an elk and some fireflies and some pterodactyls because I like to draw dinosaurs as well. The owl, I like owls because they're nocturnal and they're kind of the opposite of other animals, and they have all these stereotypes of being wise. And then they're birds and they have feathers and they can fly, and that's so unrealistic when you're just a human. You can't imagine flying really, or only living at night, so owls are kind of intriguing.
I like the prompt a lot for animal-centric art, and I wanted to put some work into it, but my newer work didn't quite meet the specifications. I've been working on more amorphous sort of animal-human other hybrids lately, and talked to the owner, or one of the people that is in charge of the gallery, and they were looking for a slightly more traditional animal-based work, and I knew I had these two prints that I hadn't shown that much in the past, and figured they would meet the criteria.
I have the piece over there. It's named 5, and it's done just with pen and ink, and it's basically just 5 different animals that I like to draw. So I just drew them all in a totem pole style. Everything, super talented people here. It's a really good show. I'm excited to be in it. Feel privileged.
The kind of art that I do has been varied. I went to school for illustration, so I do a lot of painting sometimes, but this is one of my first pieces that I did as a mixed media or fiber arts piece. And a lot of the art that I like to do is a little more politically driven, and I really wanted to do an animal piece that kind of was approachable, not quite as alienating as some like oil-covered cranes or stuff that you see in the, but it still kind of had a message. So the white lemuroid possum is believed to be the first mammal that was extinct due to global climate change from Australia. They have a very remote habitat that was heavily affected by increased temperatures in that region. So.
My name is Greg Clark, and I have a picture of a cat being put in an oven. It's untitled. I don't know, it's kind of, I guess it's related to Beast in that it has a cat, but also the person putting a cat in the oven kind of animal-like instinct never mind.
My piece is called The Argument because it's one bird squawking at another bird that's sitting in the nest or whatnot. It's a mixed media piece. I like to work in a lot of different mediums, and so I do like to normally, I never liked when people put mixed media. I like when you can tell, or when they write out what they put on, but when we started getting into the laundry list of like spray paint, ink, acrylic, gouache, watercolor, graphite, I think that's about it. But when you start getting that long, it gets annoying. But I like the process of layering medias on top of each other, but I'm now bringing that into a way in which I use that for a background to then put realism or more illustrative pieces on top of it and use it kind of as a groundwork.
I'm Christy Cooper, and these are ceramic cups with slip and glaze, and they are, I call them creature cups. They're little creatures, some of them are monsters and some of them are animals, and it's kind of just me making work that's about like imagination and kind of being playful and having fun. So yeah, they're all functional. Yep. I actually just started making these recently. I've always done more formal work, and so this is kind of a fun change for me.
Had wanted to do a show that benefited Deep Roots Animal Sanctuary, and we thought the theme would best be something that was connected to animals.
You know, we thought about the Humane Society because we absolutely love the work they do as well, but we felt that helping a more localized place that is still in the growing phases would be a better use of the resources.
As the name implies, Deep Roots is an animal sanctuary. We're located in Owen County, just outside of Spencer, Indiana. We provide housing for animals that otherwise would be killed, and then we also advocate on behalf of animals that are exploited on a daily basis. I mean, the art show, it looks great. The art is amazing. There's a great turnout, a lot of people here, great energy. I'm excited about it.